Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. I am really excited about today's video because we're talking about the top 20 games you absolutely need to play on Nintendo Switch and the upcoming Switch 2. These are games that show why Nintendo's console is so special. Whether you're new to gaming or a longtime fan, this list has something for you. Let's jump right in. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma takes the farming simulation genre and mixes it with action RPG combat in a really cool way. You play as someone who arrives in a Japanese-inspired land called Azuma, where nature spirits called Earth Dancers are going crazy and threatening the local towns. The game lets you grow crops, raise monsters as pets, and fight through dungeons with real-time combat using swords and magic. What makes this special is how everything connects. The vegetables you grow can be cooked into meals that boost your combat stats, and monsters you defeat can actually be tamed and put to work on your farm. The story deals with restoring balance between humans and nature spirits without giving away too much. It runs great on Switch with smooth combat and beautiful environments that make exploring really enjoyable. Metroid Dread is a side-scrolling action game where you play as bounty hunter Samus Aran exploring a dangerous alien planet. The story starts when Samus gets word that the deadly X-parasites still exist on planet ZDR, so she goes to investigate but gets trapped underground after a mysterious attack. The game is built around exploration and finding new power-ups that let you access previously blocked areas. You'll get abilities like the Morph Ball to roll through tight spaces and various beam weapons to fight alien creatures. What makes Dread unique are the Emmy Zones, areas where nearly indestructible robots hunt you down, creating really tense stealth sections. The controls feel incredibly smooth and responsive, making the challenging platforming and combat feel fair. The game looks amazing on Switch, with detailed environments and runs at a perfect 60 frames per second. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door brings back the beloved RPG elements that fans have been asking for. Mario gets a letter from Princess Peach asking him to help find a legendary treasure, but when he arrives in the town of Roadport, Peach has disappeared. The story follows Mario as he searches for crystal stars to open the legendary Thousand-Year Door while uncovering a much darker plot involving ancient demons. Combat is turn-based but interactive. You time button presses to do extra damage or reduce damage taken, making battles feel engaging instead of passive. You'll recruit party members like Goombella and Koops, each with unique abilities both in combat and for solving environmental puzzles. The paper art style looks fantastic with creative visual effects, and the writing is genuinely funny without being childish. It's a perfect RPG for both newcomers and veterans. Pikmin 4 is a strategy game where you control tiny plant-like creatures called Pikmin to solve puzzles and fight enemies much larger than yourself. You play as a rescue team member looking for missing space explorers on a mysterious planet inhabited by these helpful Pikmin. The game teaches you to use different colored Pikmin for different jobs. Red ones resist fire, blue ones can go underwater, and yellow ones conduct electricity. Your new companion, Ochi, who's basically a space dog, can carry Pikmin around and help you traverse the environment in ways previous games couldn't. The real-time strategy gameplay involves managing your army of Pikmin while exploring areas that look like everyday locations from a tiny perspective, like backyards and playgrounds. The game strikes a perfect balance between relaxing exploration and strategic thinking. Night expeditions add some thrilling moments as you defend against more aggressive creatures in darker areas. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is a massive science fiction RPG that takes place on an alien planet called Mira. Earth has been destroyed in an alien war, and humanity's survivors crash land on this new world where they must build a colony called New Los Angeles while exploring the dangerous wilderness. You create your own character and join Blade, a military organization tasked with exploring Mira and protecting the human settlement. The combat system lets you use both traditional weapons and giant mechs called skells that you can eventually pilot, completely changing how you explore and fight. The open world is huge, with diverse environments from tropical beaches to frozen tundras, each filled with unique creatures and secrets. You'll build relationships with your party members through side quests that develop their backstories. The game features online elements where you can see other players' progress and help with community goals, making the world feel alive even in single player.
Shadow Jolt Hammer! Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade!
Almost there. Your strength.
Fire Emblem Three Houses combines tactical combat with social simulation in a medieval fantasy setting. You play as a professor at a military academy where students from 3 different nations train together despite growing tensions between their homelands. The first half involves teaching classes, building relationships with students, and leading them in practice battles. The tactical combat takes place on grid-based maps where positioning and character classes matter a lot. Archers work best at range while armored knights tank damage up front. What makes the story compelling is how your choice of which house to lead dramatically changes the entire second half of the game, where former students might end up as enemies in a continental war. The relationship system affects both combat effectiveness and story outcomes, as stronger bonds between characters unlock new abilities and story scenes. The game offers hundreds of hours of content with multiple playthroughs revealing different perspectives on the same conflicts. Super Mario Bros. Wonder revitalizes 2D Mario platforming with creative new ideas that constantly surprise you. Mario and friends travel to the Flower Kingdom to help Prince Florian, but Bowser shows up and uses a Wonder Flower to merge with the castle, becoming more powerful than ever. The Wonder Flowers are what make this game special. Touching them transforms levels in unexpected ways, like turning Mario into a Goomba, making pipes walk around, or completely changing the art style mid-level. The new Elephant power-up lets you break blocks and spray water, while other additions like Bubble Mario offer unique platforming mechanics. You can play as 12 different characters, each with slightly different abilities, and the badge system lets you equip special powers like starting levels with a power-up or adding new movement options. The level design is incredibly creative, with multiple paths and secrets to discover. It supports up to 4-player co-op and runs perfectly smooth whether docked or in handheld mode. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the ultimate racing game for the Switch with more content than any previous Mario Kart. You race as Nintendo characters on creatively designed tracks that feature anti-gravity sections where you drive on walls and ceilings. The game includes 48 tracks total when you count the DLC, ranging from classic courses like Rainbow Road to brand new designs. The anti-gravity mechanics completely change how races feel, as bumping into other racers in these sections gives you a speed boost instead of slowing you down. Item management is crucial. You'll use shells, bananas, and power-ups strategically to gain advantages while defending against attacks from other racers. The revamped battle mode includes dedicated arenas and multiple game types like balloon battle and coin runners. Online play lets you race against 12 players worldwide, while local play supports up to 4 players on one Switch. The game runs at 60 FPS and looks great whether you're playing on TV or handheld. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet on Nintendo Switch 2 reimagines the Paldea region with a level of polish and immersion that transforms the experience into a true open-world Pokémon adventure. Running at a smooth 60 FPS, the game delivers fluid exploration across rolling plains, misty lakes, dense forests, and bustling towns without the stutters or pop-in of its earlier incarnation. The world feels alive with improved draw distances, richer lighting, and a greater variety of Pokémon roaming naturally across the environment. Battles are seamless with vibrant animations and faster transitions that keep the pace exciting. Shiny hunting and exploration are more rewarding thanks to denser spawns and clearer visibility of distant encounters. Whether gliding on Koraidon or Miraidon across vast landscapes or engaging in cooperative raids with friends, the upgraded performance and visuals make this the definitive way to experience Scarlet and Violet, blending the thrill of discovery with the charm and depth the series is known for. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is an epic JRPG that takes place on the bodies of two giant gods frozen in eternal combat. You play as Shulk, a researcher who gains the power to wield the mysterious Monado sword after mechanical invaders attack his home. The story follows his quest for revenge that gradually reveals the true nature of his world and the connection between the organic life living on one god and the mechanical beings from the other. The real-time combat system lets you control one character while AI manages your party members, with special abilities called arts that have cooldown timers. The Monado gives Shulk unique abilities to predict the future and counter specific enemy attacks, creating strategic depth. The world is absolutely massive, with diverse environments that make exploration rewarding, from grassland plains to crystal caves. This definitive edition includes the epilogue story Future Connected and enhanced visuals that look incredible on Switch. The game easily offers 100+ hours of content with compelling side quests that develop the world's lore and characters.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one. Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself?
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the biggest fighting game ever made, featuring 82 playable fighters from Nintendo's history and beyond. There's no traditional story mode, but the World of Light adventure has all the fighters turned into spirits by a mysterious villain, and you must rescue them one by one. The core gameplay is simple. Knock opponents off the stage using various attacks, but mastering each character's moves and combos takes real skill. What makes Ultimate special is how different every fighter feels, from Mario's balanced moveset to complicated characters like Shulk with his multiple sword modes. You can play locally with up to 8 players or online against people worldwide. The game includes over 100 stages and 900 music tracks from gaming history. Items and assist trophies add chaos to matches, but you can turn them off for serious competitive play. Whether you want casual fun with friends or deep fighting game mechanics, Ultimate delivers both perfectly on Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a massive JRPG that concludes the story between two warring nations locked in endless conflict. You play as 6 soldiers from opposing sides who discover they've been manipulated by a mysterious force that benefits from eternal war. The real-time combat lets you control one character while your party attacks automatically, but you trigger powerful arts abilities and chain attacks for huge damage. What makes the combat unique is the class system. Characters can learn abilities from different classes and eventually combine into powerful Ouroboros forms. The world is enormous with beautiful landscapes to explore, filled with side quests that develop your party members and reveal more about the world's history. The story deals with heavy themes like the meaning of life and death, but it's told through compelling characters you'll really care about.
Quit being an idiot. Stand back.
Animal Crossing New Horizons puts you on a deserted island where you build a community from scratch with adorable animal neighbors. There's no main story to complete. Instead, you create your own daily routine of decorating your island, catching bugs and fish, and building relationships with your animal friends. The game runs in real time, so seasons change, events happen on specific dates, and your neighbors have daily schedules. You start with just a tent, but gradually build houses, shops, and community areas using materials you collect around the island. The terraforming feature lets you completely reshape your island by moving cliffs, rivers, and paths anywhere you want. Social features let you visit friends' islands online to trade items and see their creative designs. New updates regularly add seasonal events, new furniture, and activities to keep the experience fresh. The relaxing gameplay and endless customization options make it perfect for unwinding after a long day. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 is a must-play RPG that brings the sprawling, neon-lit streets of Night City to life in a portable and console-perfect form. Featuring the complete base game and the Phantom Liberty expansion, it offers a rich blend of storytelling, choice-driven missions, and high-stakes combat. The Switch 2's enhanced hardware delivers crisp visuals, smoother performance, and vibrant lighting effects that make the city feel alive at every corner. Gyro aiming and motion-based melee attacks provide intuitive, precise controls, while the touchscreen streamlines hacking and quick menu navigation. Players can roam freely through bustling markets, shadowy alleyways, and towering corporate zones, choosing their own path as V in a narrative packed with intrigue and consequence. With seamless exploration, immersive world building, and refined gameplay mechanics, this edition transforms Cyberpunk 2077 into an unforgettable Switch 2 experience that's both technically impressive and deeply engaging.
Fixer didn't give you the job deeds?
He did. I was just making sure.
Listen, friend, we're both professionals, ain't we? Hey, sure you moved contraband before?
Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury combines precise platforming with innovative multiplayer chaos. The main game has Bowser kidnapping the Sprixie princesses from the Sprixie Kingdom, and Mario must travel through colorful worlds to rescue them. Up to 4 players can work together using power-ups like the cat suit that lets you climb walls and scratch enemies. Each level has multiple objectives like collecting green stars and stamps, encouraging exploration and replayability. Bowser's Fury is a completely different experience. An open world where Bowser Jr. asks Mario to help calm his father, who's become a giant raging kaiju attacking Lake Lapcat. You collect cat shines to unlock new areas while periodically fighting massive Bowser in epic battles. The cooperative gameplay works great whether playing locally or online, and the difficulty scales nicely for players of different skill levels. Both games run at smooth 60 FPS and look fantastic on Switch's screen. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild revolutionized the series with complete freedom of exploration in post-apocalyptic Hyrule. Link awakens after 100 years to find Hyrule destroyed by Calamity Ganon, with Princess Zelda trapped holding the beast at bay in Hyrule Castle. What makes this game special is how everything interacts realistically. Fire spreads to grass, metal conducts electricity, and you can climb almost any surface if you have stamina. The physics system creates endless creative solutions to puzzles and combat encounters. You'll gather materials to cook meals that boost your abilities and find weapons that break over time, forcing you to adapt constantly. The 4 divine beasts serve as massive moving dungeons with unique puzzles, but you can tackle them in any order or even skip straight to the final boss. Weather affects gameplay significantly, and the day-night cycle changes which enemies and events you'll encounter. This open-ended design makes every player's journey feel personal and unique. Super Mario Party Jamboree brings the party game series back with the biggest collection of boards and mini-games yet. You and up to 3 friends compete on themed game boards, rolling dice to move around collecting coins and stars while trying to sabotage each other with items and special spaces. The game features 20 different boards ranging from classic designs to completely new concepts with unique mechanics. Over 100 mini-games test different skills like timing, memory, and coordination, with new games added regularly through updates. What sets Jamboree apart is the online play that finally lets you compete with friends remotely, plus new party modes that accommodate different group sizes and play styles. The motion controls work great for mini-games that involve physical movement, while traditional controls handle the strategy elements perfectly. Character-specific abilities add another layer of strategy to board play. Whether you're playing locally with Joy-Cons passed around or online with distant friends, the game creates those memorable moments of triumph and friendly betrayal that make Mario Party special. Mario Kart World takes the series to new heights with the largest track selection and most innovative racing mechanics yet. The game features a world tour structure where you race through themed areas based on real locations mixed with classic Nintendo environments. Anti-gravity racing returns with even more creative track designs that have you driving on walls, ceilings, and impossible loops. The new weather system affects racing conditions. Rain makes tracks slippery, snow reduces visibility, and sandstorms change wind resistance. Vehicle customization goes deeper than ever, with parts that meaningfully affect handling, speed, and acceleration for different racing styles. The expanded item system includes new power-ups alongside classics, with item strategies becoming more important in competitive play. Track creation tools let you design and share custom courses with the community. Online tournaments and seasonal events keep the competitive scene active, while local play still supports up to 4 players split screen. The game runs at a rock-solid 60 FPS with gorgeous visuals that showcase the Switch 2's improved hardware capabilities.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game,
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom expands on Breath of the Wild with game-changing abilities that transform how you interact with the world. Link must investigate mysterious ruins beneath Hyrule Castle, but the discovery unleashes Ganondorf and launches Hyrule Castle into the sky. The new Ultra Hand ability lets you build complex machines by fusing objects together. Create vehicles, bridges, or weapons limited only by your imagination. Fuse lets you combine weapons with materials for unique effects and increased durability, while Ascend allows Link to phase through ceilings to reach higher areas. The world now has 3 layers: the familiar surface, floating sky islands above, and the mysterious depths underground, tripling the exploration opportunities. Each area has distinct challenges and rewards that encourage thorough exploration. The construction system creates emergent gameplay where creative solutions to puzzles and combat encounters feel incredibly satisfying. Donkey Kong Bananza on Nintendo Switch 2 is a must-play platforming adventure that revitalizes the iconic series with bold ideas and stunning presentation. Set in richly detailed underground worlds, the game blends classic DK charm with modern sandbox exploration. Players guide Donkey Kong and Pauline through vast, destructible environments, smashing through terrain, uncovering hidden passages, and solving inventive puzzles. The partnership between DK's brute strength and Pauline's powerful vocal abilities creates dynamic gameplay possibilities, especially in co-op mode where teamwork is key. Joy-Con 2 motion and precision controls make every jump, throw, and ground pound feel responsive and satisfying. Visually, Bananza bursts with color and life, backed by a soundtrack that remixes beloved themes while adding fresh energy. From thrilling platforming sequences to clever environmental challenges, every moment feels crafted to surprise and delight, making it a standout title that showcases the Nintendo Switch 2's capabilities and delivers pure, joyful adventure. That wraps up my top 20 must-play games for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. These games showcase the incredible variety and quality that make Nintendo's platform so special. From epic adventures to party games with friends, there's something here for every type of gamer. What games would you put on your top 20 list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure to subscribe for more Nintendo gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.